think? Is it a must-win game?
Yeah, I got some answers.
Real quick, before we go, I just want to, because you guys did a great job. You said he's sneaky what? I was trying to put no notes.
Sneaky long.
Okay.
Got wingspan.
Yep.
Taller than you think.
Oh, man. Yep. Okay. What's the question, Acho?
Shady, it's tonight a must-win game for the Celtics.
Gotta have it.
Only on this show.
When you give a team like the New York Knicks, who's scrappy, who's tough, who don't mind getting a little down and dirty, when you get them some confidence, this is what you get, the results. You get a loss at home. And I think for the Celtics, they got to win, man. You're the defending champs. Imagine you let the Knicks come up there and smack you around. In the regular season, you had no problem with the Knicks. You remember that? They had no problem with the Knicks all year. We got the Knicks, cool. We beat you there, Madison Square Garden, or we come out here to Boston. Now you're down 0-1. And another thing is, a lot of these role players, they feeling confident, they feeling good. See, before it was just you just worried about how Brunson's going to be. Brunson's good or bad. Now you have to worry about everybody. OG, he's playing with confidence.
Yes, he is.
And the scariest thing is, you lost game 1 at home, and Karl Anthony Towns did not play that well.
Mm-hmm. Foul trouble.
So what happens if he don't get in foul trouble and he plays well?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Hey, Celtics, you are the favorite. Everybody's you guys' favorite. If y'all don't win this game, they gonna say it's trouble.
If I get up, it's gonna be trouble.
Don't look. Hey, don't look now.
If I get up, it's gonna be trouble. It's a man though. It's a must win, and they're gonna win. And they're going to win by a lot. So if y'all betting, take my advice. The Boston Celtics at home, game 2 is going to win by a lot. Whatever the spread is, 15, 13 and a half, whatever it is, they're going to win this game. They're going to win this game big. They got championship pedigree. They know we cannot go back to Madison Square Garden by any means necessary down 0-2.
That's bad.
It just cannot happen. Yeah. So they will win this game. I think they will win this game big. They will not shoot 63-pointers, and they probably going to make more than they made in the first game as well. I don't really care who plays well for the Knicks tonight. I think this is going to be a Boston Celtics.
Hey, Slick, let me ask this question, though.
Yeah.
Who has to be the guy to get this thing rolling for the Celtics? Because they have so many good players, but like in a game like this, you down 0-2, and now everybody's talking like us on TV, or down 0-1. Who has to be that player to get this thing rolling?
This version of the Boston Celtics, Jason Tatum.
JT? Okay.
Yeah, because he has been that all year. Last year, I would have said Jaylen Brown. But there was a shift this year in responsibility in the way that Jason has played. Right. And so, yeah, he has to assume that I need to be more aggressive.
Yeah, I don't think they got to win, though, y'all. Because you know what we didn't pay enough attention to last time is why they lost. Y'all do realize Kristaps played 13 minutes.
Yes.
Got hurt. No points.
Gave him essentially nothing.
Gave him nothing. Yeah. Like Al Horford, shout out to him at 38 years old, doing a great job for an old man like James Jones. But at the end of the day, Al Horford's giving you nothing offensively, and more than that, he's not putting pressure on Cat, not getting Cat in foul trouble.
Yeah,
So when I really think about it, like, if the Celtics lose this game because Kristaps doesn't play, I'm not tripping. Celtics have the fewest road losses of any team all season. They only lost 6 games on the road. They can win on the road. The Celtics beat the Knicks 4-0 during the regular season, so they can beat the Knicks. And they can beat the Knicks 4 times cumulatively. Yeah, I'd like for them to win. I'd prefer them to win. But to say must win, not at all a must win if Kristaps doesn't play. If they lose and KP plays, now I'm wondering, why do y'all keep losing? But if they lose without KP,
hold up.
No KP?
So you saying, let me write this down.
Write it down, bro.
So you're saying that if the Celtics...
He's long.
That was why. If the Celtics go down 0-2...
They can win 4 straight.
You good with that?
Yeah, they'll still win the series. I'll still bet on them to win the series. You would too. Think about it.
I would not. I would not.
You don't trust the Knicks? You don't trust the Celtics to beat them?
I don't trust anybody to say, yo, go down 0-2 and come back.
I wouldn't like them to.
No, not like, but I'm saying I don't trust anybody that's like that.
But if there were anybody you trusted, if there were any combination of teams in the playoffs that still remain, that's the one combination.
You know what it is, though?
That's the only combination that I would trust.
Correct me if I'm wrong, all right? So I hear what he's saying because I guess the Celtics are that good.
They're that good.
They are that good. But the Knicks is dogs, though, man.
Yeah,
they ain't with all that. When they need to D up, they play defense. They tough. But they pushing them boys around.
It was easier to play defense. It's easier to play defense when the 7-2 unicorn's not on the court. Like when Al Horford is on the court. Remember who ended the game for the Celtics?
He missed a lot of games too, though, this year, though.
Who's KP.
KP.
Of course. But we're talking about Celtics full strength now.
We're talking about championship.
Like, yes. When I'm thinking about who was on the game at the end of the game, with like 6 minutes remaining, it was still Pritch out there, plus Horford out there. It's a lot easier to strap when you strapping up Pritch plus Horford plus Holiday. Because now at the end of the day, you got JT and you got JB. Those are the proficient offensive players.
I don't think you're giving Horford enough credit, though. So Horford ain't got to go out there to score buckets. What he does is when JT and JB, they drive and they get in their one-on-ones, you come
catch
out.
and shoot.
When you dish, them dudes is not
He can catch and shoot.
And on the defense side of the ball, right? Even though I seen some buckets late in the game with Jalen Brunson scored on Horford, it wasn't as easy.
It's not.
Horford plays solid defense to be as big.
The difference I'm thinking of is this. At the end of the Celtics-Knicks game, everybody was like, JT, do something. JT, do something.
That's right.
If you recall the first series, there were game 3 and game 4 against the Magic. They went through KP.
Yes.
Remember, KP was at the top of the post. They were like, KP, everything is going to go through you.
Yep.
So now if you take KP off the court, they just lost one of their most proficient offensive players. You just lost a mismatch guy.
This is what they miss when they don't have Kristaps Porzingis, because he is the one guy that you can put at the elbows and you can give him the ball and he can hit that mid-range or he's going to go to the cup.
Easy too.
They don't, for whatever reason, Tatum just isn't that good in that situation, right? So they do miss that. But I'm going to say that this is a must-win, because if they lose this game, it means their problems are deeper than just they had a bad shooting.
Let me ask you this, because I agree with you wholeheartedly. But if KP doesn't play and they lose this game, it's a must-win if Porzingis plays. I agree with you, because then I'm like, the problems run deep. Say Porzingis is still out, and then they lose.
All right.
Do you still judge him?
Can you take me inside of Jason Tatum's head and tell me where he's at? Because is this pre or post championship Jason Tatum? Because the Tatum I saw in game 1 was pre-championship Tatum. Like, dude, you got to be a little more forceful than this. You can't take a step back.
So to your point, I don't think none of that stuff even matters. If he plays or don't play, we defending champs, man. So what if he don't play? So what? We are that good. You got JB and JT. We could argue if how the best tandem in basketball.
But
and we have some players playing or not.
Here's where you're right, though. Here's where you're right on what you said 5 minutes ago. The mismatch is not nearly as egregious if Porzingis doesn't play. Because if Porzingis doesn't play, I'm just saying, you said this before. The Knicks match, if Porzingis does not play, I actually believe the Knicks match up pretty well. But if Porzingis plays, all of a sudden, I don't think they match up.
If you take KP out that thing, right? Let's just talk about their team, right? Okay, so we talk about the defending champs. So you got JT, who we already know who he is. You got JB, we know who he is. Okay, you got Derek White. I don't know how you feel about him. He's a really good player. Plays defense and shoots the ball and can score. Drew Holiday, and then you got a veteran in Horford. And then the 6th man of the year is on the bench, and you telling me we need KP to win?
But let me tell you this, because to your point, Jalen Brunson is a dog. So Jalen Brunson and Jalen Brown, or Jalen Brunson, he's not the same as Jason Tatum, but he a dog, right? OG Anunoby is playing like a dog. He might not be a dog, but OB and JB right now, OB and Jalen Brown, they're right now, I wouldn't say that OG has been that the last 3 years, but right now, then remember, Karl Anthony Towns, he gets made fun of a lot for all of the different reasons. He's a good player. He's still like that. So Shady, you're right on everything. You were right.
Hold on, real quick.
Without Porzingis.
The finals last year, right? He played in 3 of them games?
Come on, man.
Yeah, but a big influence on those 3. No.
So
don't underplay the value and the importance.
I won't do that.
Porzingis.
And my bad, OG, my bad. But what I'm saying is, we talking about the Boston Celtics.
Understood.
You telling me they need KP to win now, dog?
In this series, I think
nobody was talking KP before the series started.
Against the Magic, they went.
I understand, but what I'm saying, we're talking Knicks and we're talking Celtics. Before this series started, the whole world, all of us up here picked the Celtics, which we probably still are picking.
Of course.
But what I'm saying is, ain't nobody say we picking them because Chris Porzingis. Ain't nobody say that. Number one, I think we are not giving the Knicks enough credit. The Knicks is a good basketball team. You're not, because if they go down 0-2, it's a wrap. They are not beating the Knicks 4 out of 5 games. The Knicks going to be playing with different swag and confidence. You going to the crib. The Celtics
every celebrity going to be at the game.
The Celtics probably going to be pressing a little bit more on. It's going to be hard to win 4 out of 5 games, man.
And Spike Lee wasn't even at the game yet.
If they lose the first 2 games, this is my greatest concern. If they lose the first 2 games at home, it's going to conjure memories of the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years ago when they played the Miami Heat.
They pushed it to
They lost the first 2 games. They went into a 3-0 hole. They fought their way all the way back, and then they lost Game 7 to what we looked at as a Miami team that was Jimmy Butler and a bunch of no-names. This is Jalen Brunson and a bunch of hard-working guys filling roles. if that gets in the heads of the Boston Celtics, like, oh, we've seen this movie before, that's what I'm concerned about.
What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.